From the U.S.-Israeli war with Iran and the death of Iran's supreme leader to new domestic initiatives at home, NTD's Daniel Monaghan has your White House week in review.
The U.S. and Israel launched attacks on Iran after repeated nuclear talks failed to produce results.
Ayatollah Khamenei is dead.
The two countries hitting hundreds of missile and air defense sites and wiping out multiple layers of the Iranian regime's leadership. 6 soldiers have been killed since the beginning of Operation Epic Fury.
As one nation, we grieve for the true American patriots who have made the ultimate sacrifice.
Iran, in response, launched widespread retaliatory strikes, targeting Israel as well as U.S. military sites in Bahrain and locations in Jordan, Kuwait, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates. Israeli forces also targeted a meeting of Iran's Supreme Council on Tuesday, where officials had gathered to select a successor to Khamenei.
Well, most of the people we had in mind are dead. So, we had some in mind from that group that is dead. And now we have another group. They may be dead also.
CENTCOM Commander Admiral Brad Cooper said Thursday that Iran's fighting capacity has been dramatically reduced since the start of the campaign.
Ballistic missile attacks have decreased by 90% since day one. Drone attacks have decreased by 83% since day one.
An American submarine also sank an Iranian warship in the Indian Ocean.
We're now up over 30 ships. And in just the last few hours, we hit an Iranian drone carrier ship.
NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte praising Operation Epic Fury on Fox News.
The Commander-in-Chief, the leader of the free world, President Donald J. Trump, I really commend what is happening here. Taking out Khamenei, taking out the nuclear capability.
In lighter news, President Trump meets with leaders of major technology companies at the White House.
Big tech companies are committing to fully cover the cost of increased electricity production required for AI data centers.
It's been remarkable to watch this transformational moment and you positioning America to lead.
The concurrent resolution is not adopted.
Meanwhile, the House rejected an effort to block President Trump's Iran war powers. Lawmakers voted 219 to 212 against requiring congressional authorization for further military action. A similar effort also failed to pass in the Senate a day earlier. Health Secretary RFK Jr. announcing that over 50 medical schools will begin requiring nutrition training starting next fall.
More than 30,000 physicians each year will now graduate equipped with nutrition education to help prevent, treat, and reverse chronic disease.
Kennedy also unveiled a new initiative aimed at teaching Americans how to cook again.
Every American can feed themselves cheaper than fast food.
And Secretary of War Pete Hegseth signs a joint security declaration at the America's Counter-Cartel Conference held at U.S. Southern Command.
To cooperate on whole-of-government efforts on border security, countering narco-terrorism and trafficking, securing critical infrastructure.
The cartels that operate in this hemisphere are the ISIS and the Al-Qaeda of the Western Hemisphere, and should be treated just as brutally and just as ruthlessly as we treat those organizations.
And Attorney General Pam Bondi was subpoenaed by a House panel over the Epstein files, and Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem is out at DHS and will now serve as Special Envoy for the Shield of the Americas. Daniel Monaghan, NTD News.